Tuesday, May 5th. I'm Shirlene Ellicott.
And I'm Pedro Rivera. Just like our weather today, the Knicks were hot last night. They were hot. Yeah, they dominated. It was great to see. Great start to the series. You're never more than 7 minutes away from weather.
And that's right, Pedro. So heating up to a temperature of 83 later this afternoon. That's about 15 degrees above average for this time of the year. Even this morning, it feels pleasant. We're in the 40s and the 50s, near 60 in Central Park. Down to 52 in Danbury, 45 in Morristown, and 58 degrees in Belmar. And winds are out of the south, ranging from 2 to 10 miles per hour. And like yesterday, we pick up a gusty breeze with winds getting stronger, gusting up to 25 to 30 miles per hour. And that combination of gusty winds and also very dry air leading to an elevated risk for fire spread. So that includes the city, also spots north of the city around the Hudson Valley and Connecticut. And now there's even a red flag warning that includes Sullivan, Ulster, and Dutchess County. So any small spark could spread very quickly. Skies are clear to partly cloudy, but I am watching a few showers that are now approaching northwest New Jersey and the Catskills. So just a heads up this morning, there is a chance for a quick moving shower north and west of the city. But most of us are dry and very warm with a high of 83. Unfortunately, it stays cooler along the south-facing shore, spots like Islip and Montauk struggling to get out of the 60s. Heather?
And Brittany, and what do we have here? The Yankees. That's
4 games in a row. They dominated. And that's one last night, too.
Yeah.
Everyone won.
We're doing great.
We are, especially when it comes to the weather, too, for the Yankees game this evening. Around first pitch, 76 degrees, partly cloudy, even close to 70 close to the end of the game. It's just breezy southwest winds ranging from 10 to 14 miles per hour. This morning at the bus stop, not as chilly compared to this time yesterday. We're waking up to the 40s and the 50s. Look at lunchtime, 76 and up into the 80s around pickup and after school. 83 in Central Park, 79 in White Plains, and 83 in Newburgh. Onshore flow will keep it cooler, especially for Suffolk County along the south-facing shoreline. 65 in Islip. A struggle to get out of the 50s in Montauk. But check out temperatures north of the city. 83 in Orangetown, Rise 78, Mahopac 81, and 72 in Bridgeport. So the 80s today, but tomorrow a big change, more cloud cover and steady rainfall arriving mid to late Wednesday morning, lasting through midday. The cloud cover and rainfall will keep us down in the upper 60s. We cool to 62 on Thursday. Heather?
So, Brittany, let's go right
Morning on this Tuesday, May 5th.
Catching up on all the look.
That's all. Yeah, that's what
And
we've
you
been talking
knew
about.
that it was going to be over the top because of the theme.
And we couldn't go because we had to be here.
Yes.
Of course. Sacrifice.
We were all
Yes.
going to be there.
I don't think anyone needed to see the outfit that because to fit the theme, you got to really go over the top.
You do.
I would have been terrible.
Nobody wanted to see me in that. No.
It just, it's hard. I don't know. A lot of it was, I didn't think this year was as good as like previous years. Like, I'm not trying to be a hater. There were some really good ones, which I'm sure we'll get into at some point. But I was expecting bigger art things, and I felt like it was a little subdued. I felt like they took it easy this year. I wanted someone to come in as a painting, like a frozen painting or a statue. It didn't happen. So
I'm glad that he's the most outspoken.
I know.
Of all of us
Me too.
about this.
I'm sorry.
That's actually surprising, and I love it.
I'm a fashion guy.
I'm here for it.
I'm a fashionista, they say.
They do.
Myself, I tell myself this. How's things looking on the road?
Well, so that northern state construction is still out there, and that's one of our biggest issues because one side of the roadway is closed, one side is open, but they're working to get it all cleared away.
All right, let's get that cleared up. In the meantime, let's get this warm weather going.
Talk about the 80s.
Yes.
Temperatures around 83 in the city, a lot of sun, and then some changes tomorrow, cloudy, cool, and wet. Right now, we're in Rock Hill, 58 in Toms River, and 54 in Islip. Winds are out of the south and southwest between 2 to 9 miles per hour, but just like yesterday, winds will get stronger throughout the day, gusting up to 35 miles per hour, and that combined with very low humidity is why we still have an elevated risk for fire spread. That includes the city, the Hudson Valley, the Catskills, and Connecticut. And now today, there's a red flag warning for Sullivan, Ulster, and Dutchess County midday throughout this afternoon. So we do need more rainfall, and we'll get most of that tomorrow. Speaking of rain, watching a few spotty showers now approaching Sussex, Warren, and also Pike County. So just a heads up for your morning commute, there is a chance for a quick moving shower north and west of the city. But overall, the big story today, temperatures climbing to the 80s. We hit 83 in the city. So most of us tapping into the upper 70s, lower 80s, but onshore flow will keep it cooler, especially for Suffolk County along the south-facing shoreline, 65 in Islip, and the upper 50s in Montauk.
How about that?
Well, happy Mother's Day in advance to you.
Yeah.
Mama Lemur, because you're going to be busy.
Yeah.
Not
Twins.
one, but two.
Can't imagine. I can't imagine.
Me neither. I
Can't
never
imagine.
could. And kudos to anybody who has twins.
Yeah, my buddy does. My buddy Peter and Chelsea, they have twins, and I was super happy for them when they had it. But then I was at their baptism when they were doing that, and it was a handful.
Literally.
I was watching, they're dunking the kid. I'm like, there's a lot going on here. I couldn't imagine what it's like at home.
Yeah, so that Mama Lemur definitely has her hands full, but at least you saw that they were outside yesterday.
Were.
Great day to go.
Enjoying the beautiful weather.
And another great day today. Temperatures even warmer, reaching the lower 80s around most of the tri-state. This morning, it actually feels pleasant. Even in the city, we're close to 60. Skies are clear. The forecast for 83, and that's well above our average level of 69. Yesterday, we only got up to 72, and the record is 90. So we're not going to reach records. That was set in 1949. Sunrise at 5:49 and sunset at 7:56. Most of these numbers are in the 40s and the 50s. Somerville 46, Morristown 45 for you, and 54 in Islip. And winds are breezy out of the south, ranging from 2 to 10 miles per hour. Not too breezy for now, but just like yesterday, get ready for winds to get stronger, especially late this morning throughout this evening. That's when we could have gusts approaching 30 to 35 miles per hour out of the south. So once again, setting the stage for an elevated risk for fire spread, and that risk includes the city and the Hudson Valley, the Catskills, all throughout Connecticut. Even today, there's now a red flag warning that includes Ulster, Sullivan, and Dutchess counties, so any small spark could spread very quickly. Skies are partly to mostly cloudy, and I am watching a batch of rainfall that's getting closer to northwest New Jersey. So just a heads up for your early morning commute, there is a chance for a quick moving shower, primarily north and west of 287. But overall, the big story today is temperatures. We surge into the 80s thanks to southwest flow ahead of this approaching cold front. That storm system bringing us widespread steady rainfall tomorrow. But when it comes to our rain chance today, just an isolated shower before sunrise this morning, and we'll keep a chance for a sprinkle or two late this afternoon throughout this evening. But even this evening around 10 o'clock, still holding on to numbers in the upper 60s and the lower 70s. By tomorrow morning, we're dry early. That all changes by mid to late morning, especially midday, close to lunchtime. That's when we'll see widespread, potentially soaking rainfall. Still very wet for Wednesday afternoon. Scattered showers continue. Maybe a lull around sunset, but then later Wednesday evening, there's another round of steady rainfall possible. Early Thursday, a sprinkle is possible very early, but the rest of Thursday is trending drier. But once again, on Wednesday, a wet start, and then periods of rain continue maybe early Thursday morning, but the second half of Thursday is dry and then breezy and cool on Friday. Today, 83, windy and warm. The 60s for the south-facing shores, especially for Suffolk County, and an elevated fire threat. Even a chance for a stray shower north and west, but winds are strong, gusting up to 35 miles per hour. Tonight, 61, breezy, increase in clouds, and tomorrow, cloudy and wet, especially midday. Temperatures in the upper 60s. Just a stray afternoon shower on Thursday, 62, 65 and breezy on Friday, and this weekend, the 60s continue. Heather?
All right, so Brittany, we are going to talk about this construction, and this may cause some issues for those of you who are driving along the Northern State Parkway, but they are trying to get this cleared away. As you can see over here, that pickup truck just went over the roadway there, but so just expect some delays as you get through that area. The Sag Coast Parkway going south at the Southern State Parkway, that's where we do have an accident. You can see it in the distance there. And then the LAE Outer Roadway east at the Grand Central Parkway, we have a stall, and then we are just checking that out right over here. You can see that that right lane is blocked off, but they're working hard to get that cleared away.
Weather and traffic together. You can dress for summer as you get ready for school this morning. Temperatures are in the 40s and the 50s, and check out temperatures by lunchtime and pick up 76 around midday, and then pick up and after school up to 83 degrees. These numbers are running close to 15 degrees above average for this time of the year. Most of the area reaching the upper 70s, lower 80s, but it stays cool along the south-facing shoreline, especially for Suffolk County, 65 in Islip and 71 in Bridgeport. Even a difference across central New Jersey, closer to the coast, 77 in Brick, Neptune, compared to 85 in Manalapan and 84 in Jackson. Moderate air quality, high pollen levels continue. Tree pollen, that's the main allergen, UV index of 7. A big difference tomorrow. More cloud cover, breezy, also rainfall midday, the upper 60s. We drop to 62 on Thursday. Heather?
So, good morning on this Tuesday, May 5th. I'm Shirlene Ellicott.
And I'm Pedro Rivera. What a game. Domination. Nixon 5. I'm calling it now. Meteorologist Brittany Bell has your accurate.
Calling really nice weather today, too. Temperatures reaching the upper 70s and the lower 80s. Even this morning, we're close to 60 in Central Park. Most of us starting out in the 40s and the 50s. Toms River, 58 for you, 54 in Brookhaven, and 47 in Sussex. I do want to give you a heads up of some rainfall that's now approaching northwest New Jersey, the Catskills, also the Poconos. So light rain near Mount Olive, heavier rainfall close to Clinton, even a thunderstorm approaching Delaware, northwestern Sussex County, and showers near Highland and Thompson. So for your morning commute, watch out for a quick moving shower, especially north and west of 287. But overall, the rest of the day should be dry. Also turning breezy. Winds are light for now, but that will change throughout this afternoon with winds gusting up to 35 to 40 miles per hour. That combined with very dry air is leading to an elevated risk for fire spread. That includes the city, the Hudson Valley, and all throughout Connecticut. And now, new today, there's even a red flag warning for Ulster, Sullivan, and Dutchess County. The bigger story throughout this afternoon, temperatures running about 15 degrees above average for this time of the year, reaching a high of 83. So most of us reach the upper 70s and the lower 80s, but onshore flow will keep it cooler, especially along the south-facing shores. Only 66 in Islip and the upper 50s for Montauk. Heather?
All right. So in case you missed it, if you're grabbing a cup of coffee and you didn't see what was going on here on I-95 in New Rochelle, this is that construction that they do nightly. So you can see I-95
80s, 83 in Central Park and 85 in Morristown, but cooler for the south-facing shores, especially Islip, 66 for you. Here's a look at numbers this afternoon around New Jersey. Livingston and Patterson, 85, 82 in North Bergen, and Bedminster, 85 for you. Hillsborough, potentially up to 86. There is a small chance for a stray shower this morning, but we'll see more rain across the area for everyone, especially by midday on Wednesday, so widespread soaking rain possible. That will cool us down to temperatures in the upper 60s, and we fall to 62 on Thursday. Heather?
So carpet looks by heading a look that you really loved, and I actually
Chamberlain. That was my favorite.
It was a look by Mugler, and honestly, I think that was the best.
It's very on theme.
My only thing is Brittany wasn't really into the whole Heidi Klum look. She said it looks too much. You said it looked like a costume, but the whole point of the night is to look like a
But that is the night to try something different.
And it's kind of what Bad Bunny did. He kind of was rocking a costume.
Yeah.
And she has an invite and I don't, so my opinion does not matter.
Exactly.
No, I go by your opinion with everything. Did you like anybody last night?
I did not like the Heidi Klum thing.
You didn't like it?
All. No, I'm with you.
There was someone named Anak Yai. Look it up. She looked like a bronze, like she had this bronze. That was my second favorite look of the night.
Tears coming out her. It was
awesome.
It was a thing of art.
Heidi,
for sure. But you know what? For whatever looks, the weather was giving.
Oh, yes.
New York City was showing out with the weather last night.
Showing out again today. Maybe a little hot for some, depending on your comfort level. So today, we get into the lower 80s. 51 in White Plains, Morristown, 46 for you, and 54 in Islip. Winds are out of the south and southwest, ranging from 2 to 10 miles per hour. But we're also in for a gusty breeze. Later this morning, throughout this afternoon, we will have winds gusting up to 30 to 35 miles per hour. And that's why we still have an elevated risk for fire spread because of that combination of a strong gusty breeze forming, maybe up to 40 miles per hour in some locations, and very low humidity. So that elevated fire risk includes the city, all throughout the Hudson Valley, the Catskills, and Connecticut. And new today, there is now a red flag warning for Sullivan, Ulster, and Dutchess County. But this morning, I do want to get you ready for a few showers that are now moving around northwest New Jersey and the Catskills and the Poconos. Even a thunderstorm near Colesville, moving closer to Wantage and Hardison. That's approaching you in western sections of Orange County, just east of Port Jervis. Light rainfall near Thompson, and also more rain rain moving across Warren County. So wet in some areas over the next hour or so, but it's not going to rain all day. Most of today, the rest of today is mainly dry, sunny, and very warm as we surge into the upper 70s and the lower 80s. So our in-house model showing that chance for an isolated shower this morning, and we could see an isolated shower lingering throughout this afternoon and this evening. But temperatures are the big story today, surging into the 70s and the 80s. Tonight, clouds increase, and you will need the umbrella all across the area tomorrow. Early Wednesday morning, it's dry. That all changes late Wednesday morning, especially around midday. By lunchtime, we'll have widespread soaking rainfall, and we'll keep a chance for a few scattered showers Wednesday afternoon. So wet for your Wednesday evening commute. There's even a chance for a few pockets of heavier rain forming after sunset on Wednesday. Early Thursday morning, we could see a lingering shower south and east of the city, and for now Thursday is trending drier, just a small chance for a passing shower, especially south and east of the city. Temperatures Thursday cool down into the lower 60s. By Friday, breezy, we stay in the 60s, and then Saturday the return of scattered rainfall, but we do need the rain as drought conditions continue to expand. Today 83, windy, also the elevated risk for fire spread, a shower north and west tonight 61, and then tomorrow near 70, much cooler, wet and cloudy, still breezy, winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour. A stray shower late Thursday 62, dry and breezy on Friday, rainfall returns on Saturday 64, and for Mother's Day decent, the upper 60s, maybe a few showers late Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening, but looking pleasant for Mother's Day brunch on Sunday, and Monday a chance for rainfall near 66 degrees. And Heather, this is that same accident or slowdown you've been watching
it's
so far
construction.
this
This is the biggest problem that we're dealing with right now on the roads, Brittany. So it's I-95, and it's a mess. And it's construction. So you can see how heavy that traffic is getting into the area. The cones are set up, the left.
We do really nice for the game this evening around first pitch, 76. Also only down to 70 close to the end. The only issue is that you will have a gusty breeze out of the southwest ranging from 15 to 20 miles per hour. It also feels pleasant at the bus stop as the kids get ready for school this morning. We're in the 40s and the 50s, and we warm up quickly. The 70s by midday, and around pickup and after school up to 83 in the city. So most of the area we get into the upper 70s and the low to even mid 80s possible farther away from the coast. Unfortunately, this onshore flow, that's going to keep it much cooler, especially for Suffolk County. Brookhaven 61 for you, 59 in Southampton, the upper 50s in Montauk compared to 72 in Melville and 68 in Smithtown. Tomorrow we all drop into the upper 60s, lower 70s, and that's because we'll have more rainfall, even the chance for widespread rainfall by midday on Wednesday and early Wednesday afternoon. Thursday we drop to 62, just a stray shower, not a washout on Thursday, and Friday back into the 60s. Heather?
All right, Brittany.
You know, just chatting it up with Rihanna. You know, no big deal or
Monday.
anything.
It's Joel's Monday.
Easy peasy.
I loved it.
Cool.
I loved it. I mean, there were some interesting
I wanted more.
looks.
You know, I said earlier I wanted more like outrageousness, because that's what it is. The whole event's outrageous. I mean, it's an outrageous thing,
Yeah,
right?
so it wasn't outrageous enough.
No, I wanted more.
Okay.
I like Heidi
Okay.
Klum. She got the
She
assignment.
went there.
Okay.
Well, I also don't know much about fashion. I'm just being honest with you. I mean, look at me.
I'd love to know what your favorites were.
Yes, send them to,
Write
send
to
them to
us.
Shirley.
Yes.
Okay, the throughways having some problems.
That's not one of my favorites right
No.
now.
No.
We have a couple of issues. So we have I-95 with an issue in
Okay.
Westchester, and then we have a problem on the throughway getting north of I-287. So, yeah, all fun and
Okay.
games.
Sounds like a fashion faux pas to me.
There you go.
I'm
Yeah.
feeling that.
You had your coffee. That's good. That was good.
I got nothing next. What you got here?
I got nothing.
We got the summer fashion maybe today.
Okay.
Temperature in the upper
That's why
70s.
D-Wade had the sleeves on.
Oh, yeah, you got the
know?
sleeves. You know, you got to bring out the. This morning, I am tracking a few showers, even a couple of storms popping up on radar. So this could impact your morning commute. Most of us, when it comes to our temperatures, are in the 40s and the 50s. It's near 60 in Central Park, 49 in Poughkeepsie, and 53 in Brookhaven. But getting right to radar, heavier rainfall now approaching Florida, Goshen, and also Blooming Grove and Middletown. There were a few lightning strikes about 5 to 10 minutes ago, but it looks like that is falling apart, but still a downpour that's approaching 87 if that's your plan for your commute. Also heavier rainfall near Bloomingburg. Off to the south is wet all throughout Sussex County, Jefferson, Randolph, Bernardsville, approaching Livingston and Wayne if that holds together, and showers near Mount Olive, Rock Southport and Bedminster tracking off to the east. If that holds together too, we could see that getting closer to the city over the next hour or so. So a brief chance for a few showers this morning, and then we're mainly dry throughout this afternoon. A nice sunrise across the city. Temperatures near 60. Winds are out of the southwest, ranging from 2 to 9 miles per hour, so not too breezy for now, but that will change again throughout the morning, especially picking up this afternoon. Get ready for gusts approaching 35 to even 40 miles per hour, and that's why we have an elevated risk for fire spread. And this is the latest update now. Monmouth and Ocean County, you've been added to this risk because of the combination of strong gusty winds and very dry air. Even a red flag warning that is new today for Ulster, Sullivan, and Dutchess County. In this type of environment, it only takes a very small spark to spread quickly. The bigger picture is showing southwest flow surging in warmer temperatures ahead of a cold front that will bring us widespread rainfall tomorrow. When it comes to rain today, a chance for a shower or storm this morning, especially north and west of the city, and then throughout this afternoon, partly cloudy, maybe some sun mixing in. Even this evening, clouds increase and temperatures only get down in the upper 60s and the lower 70s. Early tomorrow morning, it's dry, but that all changes, especially midday on Wednesday, close to lunchtime. That's when we tap into widespread rainfall, even a chance for a few downpours. Scattered showers continue through Wednesday afternoon, so wet for your Wednesday evening commute, even a chance for ponding on roads. Thursday morning, that rain starts to shift south and east of the city, so Thursday trending drier, not as widespread compared to Wednesday. But cooler temperatures in the lower 60s, back up to near 65 on Friday, and breezy and dry. And then rain returns on Saturday, scattered showers thanks to this approaching storm system. We do need the rain as drought conditions continue to expand around the tri-state. Today, 83, feeling more like summer. Cooler for the south-facing shores, especially around Suffolk County. An elevated fire threat and a chance for a shower or two favoring areas north and west of the city. Tonight, 61, the upper 50s, lower 60s, clouds increasing. And then tomorrow, the upper 60s, mostly cloudy, breezy, cooler, also wet, especially midday, the steadiest rainfall late Wednesday morning through Wednesday afternoon. On Thursday, it's not a washout, but we keep a chance for scattered pockets of rainfall, 62, breezy on Friday. And this weekend, a wet start Saturday, 60s, and the upper 60s on Monday for Mother's Day, mostly cloudy, 66 on Monday. And Heather, what are you watching so far this morning?
So I'm looking at the New York State Thruway, and obviously the traffic isn't looking that great, but this almost looks like it could be a painting. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at that with the mountains and the clouds and everything. But unfortunately,
no, let me stop, please. Brittany. Don't hold your ears. But yes, I want to start with this beautiful shot of a rainbow. This is on top of the Rutherford rooftop looking west. And the reason why we have this rainbow is because there's some rain showing up on radar. Most of that is around North New Jersey and the Hudson Valley and the Catskills. That is moving off to the west. So a heads up for your morning commute. It could be wet in some spots. Heavier rain near Goshen, getting close to Maybrook and Monroe. Also Crawford, you have a downpour. This was producing some lightning and thunder about 30 minutes ago, but it is slowly getting weaker. Also sliding off to the south, light to moderate rainfall near Wantage, Sparta, getting close to West Milford, Kinnelon, Parsippany, and Summit. If this holds together, we could see it getting closer to Manhattan and the Bronx after around 7:30 to 8 o'clock this morning, even approaching lower Westchester, also Chester and White House, a few sprinkles for you. Current numbers in the 40s and the 50s. It's 54 in Islip, 52 in Bridgeport, and 48 in Morristown. And winds are light for now, but we're in for a gusty breeze, gusting up to 35 to 40 miles per hour, and that combined with low humidity is why we once again have an elevated risk for fire spread. And now this includes Monmouth and Ocean County. Even a red flag warning for Sullivan, Ulster, and Dutchess County. So more rainfall is needed. We'll get that too tomorrow. The bigger story after a chance for a shower this morning is temperatures surging into the upper 70s and the lower 80s, a high of 83 in the city. So most of us reach the upper 70s and the 80s, but onshore flow will keep it cooler for the south-facing shores. Islip 66 for you and 58 in Montauk. Heather?